welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about my most anticipated releases for 2019. So the books that I am super excited about in 2019 and cannot wait to get my hands on. Okay, so number one on my list is Romanoff by Nadine Brandes, who is actually a YouTuber as well as an author who I've just started watching, and I am obsessed with her channel. She makes videos about writing because she has written a couple of books now, and obviously Romanoff comes out this year, and I'm obsessed with her channel. Like, I've watched all of her videos. The ones about writing have been super helpful for someone getting back into writing after taking all of 2018. I say taking it off like it was a conscious decision. I didn't write in 2018 because I was just terrible. Her channel has been incredible and I love it. I will link it down below. Romanoff is a historical fantasy retelling of Anastasia Romanoff. The film Anastasia is based on an actual person that existed, and this book is a fantasy retelling of her life and her story, and I'm so excited to read it. It comes out on the 13th of June 2019, which is what it says on the UK Amazon. It might have a different release date in America because sometimes books do, but that is the date that I have. I've pre-ordered this book because I'm super excited for it, and I think it's going to be really interesting. I love the movie Anastasia. Hopefully I'm going to see it on Broadway this year, the show, and I'm super excited for this novel. Then number two, we have The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. And this is the first book in the Eldest Curses series, which focuses on Magnus Bane and his life, and this particular one is Magnus's and Alex's Europe trip around Europe. That's all he wants, is a nice romantic trip with his new boyfriend Alexander Lightwood, but obviously being Magnus Bane, things do not always go the way that they want it to go, and it is a story all about that. And I'm super excited for a new Cassandra Clare book, particularly because Magnus Bane is the main focus this time. My absolute fave. Cannot wait. And that is due to come out on the 9th of April. Very excited. Also, another Cassandra Clare book, the book I have been waiting for since 2013. So this book is called Chain of Gold, and it is the first book in the Last Hours series, which is a sequel series to the Infernal Devices, and it focuses on Will and Tessa's kids. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to dive back into that Shadowhunter universe, to London, to the past, to Will Herondale still being alive. I need that again in my life. I'm super excited for The Last Hours. It has actually been pushed back. It was supposed to be out a while ago. So I'm super excited that we finally have a proper date. We're finally going to get this book. We have a cover now. Look at it. It's beautiful. That is Cordelia Castas, and she is wonderful, and I am so excited for this book. Number four, we have King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo, which is due to come out on the 29th of January, so very soon. And this is another book set in the Grisha world, and it focuses on Nikolai, who has been involved with the civil war of his country, and no one really knows how bad he had it and what it was like and what had to happen, everything that went down, but it kind of follows on from there and him trying to protect the Grisha army and everything that went down, and I am so excited. Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom are also books that are in the Grisha world, and then there is the original Grisha trilogy, but Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom are up there with one of my top 5 favourite books ever. I finished Crooked Kingdom and couldn't stop thinking about it for about 3 months. They are fantastic. Leigh Bardugo is fantastic. Her writing is incredible. Her world building is incredible. Her characters are always amazing and brilliant and so complex and diverse and just wonderful, and I'm so excited to read more from her, particularly in this world that I love so much. Number 5, we have Again But Better by Christine Ricci, who is she's a booktuber. She is the first booktuber I ever watched back in 2012. It was because she did something about Twilight, and I discovered her channel, and then she started doing things about the Mortal Instruments and all of that, and I have watched her videos for a very long time, and she has written a book, and that book is called Again But Better. It's due to come out on May 7th. I'm really excited for it. Like, she made loads of videos documenting her process, and so much time and effort has gone into this book, and I'm really excited to read it and finally read it. And it focuses on Shane, who has been going through school kind of she's just sort of going through the motions. She goes to class, she's just been living this kind of monotone, repetitive life and not doing anything. So when she signs up to do a semester abroad in London, she's determined that she's going to do it all again, but better. But she kind of is put out of her comfort zone and she has to kind of work outside of what she's used to, and it's exploring all of that. I'm really excited because, I mean, it's set in London. I don't really read many books set in London, so I'm very excited. And it's just going to be really cool to see all of the videos that she's done and all of the time she's spent talking about and working on this book finally come to life and be something that I can read and like experience. Number 6, we have On the Come Up by Angie Thomas, which is due to come out on the 6th of February. This book is about Brie, and she is the daughter of like an underground rap star, and she also wants to do that, and it's her experience kind of breaking into that and kind of living in those footsteps and her talent and kind of her passion and all of that. Angie Thomas wrote The Hate You Give, which is one of my favourite books. It's incredible, it's amazing, it's such a powerful and important message, and I think everyone should read it. There is a reason that that book has been on the New York Times best-selling list for like 77 weeks or something ridiculous. It's wonderful and you should read it, and I'm so excited to read more from Angie Thomas. Then number 7, we have Brave Like Lily, which is due to come out on June 11th, and this is kind of similar to The Hate You Give in the sense where it focuses on Matteo, whose sister Lily was killed by police, and it's kind of the aftermath of that, how he is dealing with it, how his parents are, how his other sister is dealing with it and how she's taking it out on him, how his friends are dealing with it and all of this, and it kind of explores lots of different areas of grief and how people deal with it, but then also the importance of kind of finding justice. I like books about grief, which sounds weird because it's a sad thing, but I think it's really important that it's something spoken about because so many people deal with it in so many different ways. Even people with the same relation to someone can deal with something in such different ways, and I just think it's really interesting when people explore that and actually show that, and it's not just kind of like a clear-cut thing, because it's not. It's a really complex thing and there's different stages and different experiences, so I really like it when books do that, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this book does it and to seeing if it lives up to the expectations that I have. Then we have number 8, which is Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell, which is due to come out some point in 2019. It doesn't have a set date yet, but this is the sequel to Carry On, which came out in like 2015. I've been waiting for a sequel for so long and I'm so excited. Carry On was the book which was the fan fiction that Kath wrote in Rainbow Rowell's other book, Fangirl, and this finally has a sequel, a Simon Snow and Baz sequel. Very excited. I would 100% recommend Fangirl, and I would 100% definitely recommend Carry On. Then we have number 9, which is The Lost Coast by Amy Rose Capita, which is due out on the 14th of May. And this book is about Dani and her mum, and Dani kind of just picks a random place in California for her and her mum to road trip to, and there they come across 6 queer witches, and they'll try to find one of their friends who like went missing when she went somewhere, and it's like different places and kind of in the California woods and all that stuff, and I'm super excited for this. Like, it sounds right up my street. I'm really looking forward to reading it and seeing again if it lives up to the expectations that I have of it. And then number 10, we have Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. This book is due out on the 27th of August, and this focuses on Deja and Josiah, who are kind of seasonal best friends because they work in a pumpkin patch, and then this is their senior year at school, and it's their last time they're going to be working there, so it's kind of making the most of that very last shift, and I'm really excited for this. Rainbow Rowell does stories like this and kind of that kind of thing really well, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how she does this one too. So yeah, so those are my top 10 most anticipated books for 2018. I'm also really excited for the Renegades sequel, but that's out in America and has been out in America for years. It's not been years, it's been a couple of months, but like it's not out in England yet. And also the Ari and Dante sequel, like obviously I'm excited. Ari and Dante is my most favourite book in the entire world, but I don't know if the sequel is definitely this year. It was at some point, but I don't want to say it's 100% this year because it might not be. I might be completely wrong. It might have been pushed back. He said like at the start of last year that he was going to send in it to his publisher, but then he was still editing by September because he said it's taking him longer to write than he thought. So if it does come out this year, it's on the list. If it doesn't, I will be here still waiting. I can't wait for that book. So yes, I'd love to know which are some of your most anticipated books for 2019. What books are you looking forward to? Are they any of the same as mine? Do you have any other ones? Because I'm definitely up for recommendations. I would love to know what books you're excited for. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new here, then I make videos a couple of times a week. So if you'd like to stick around and join us, then you can do that. My videos are about books and all fandom-y things. I hope you guys are doing really, really, really well, and I will see you next time. Bye!